It's 4 in the morning. Your eyes snap open in total darkness. Something moved outside the cave. You can't turn on a light. You can't check a clock. You have no door, no walls, no weapon within reach. Just a fire that's burned down to embers and 40,000 years between you and the nearest hospital. This is day 1 of your life as an ancient human. And here's the deal. You just have to survive until tomorrow's sunrise. 24 hours. That's it. Sounds easy. Most modern people wouldn't make it past breakfast. But there's a secret to how you'll survive today, and you won't see it until the very end. Because today you face 6 problems. Every one of them can kill you. This isn't a story about the past. For the next 24 hours, it's you. The first one is already waiting outside. You hear it again, slow footsteps, then a low sniff at the cave entrance. Something is smelling the air, and it already knows you're in here. There are caves in South Africa where human skulls have been found with puncture holes that match leopard teeth exactly. Whatever is out there, it has done this before. You have no weapon that matters. What you have is fire, and your fire is almost dead. So you crawl to the embers and feed them the smallest twigs. Too much and you smother it, too little and it dies. You lean in and blow gently, steadily, like your life depends on your breath, because it does. A flame rises, the footsteps stop, then fade into the night. Problem 1 survived. But notice something. You didn't make that fire, you inherited it. Someone carried it here and kept it alive. Ancient humans guarded fire like treasure. Travelers carried smoldering coals inside a woody mushroom that held a spark for hours. When scientists found Otzi, the 5,000-year-old Iceman in the Alps, he had a complete fire kit on his belt. Hold on to that thought. But the thing that kills most people out here isn't an animal. You're already feeling it right now in your throat. Thirst problem 2. An hour after sunrise, you find it. A still quiet pool. You drop to your knees, cup the water, lift it to your lips. Stop. Look at the surface. No insects, no animal tracks on the bank. Every creature in this valley is avoiding this water, and they know something you don't. That pool is a soup of invisible parasites. One sip and in 3 days you're losing water faster than you can drink it. A death sentence in slow motion. You almost drank it, so you do what they taught you. You follow animal tracks downhill because animals always know where the safe water is, and then you spot something that shouldn't exist. A patch of ground disturbed on purpose. You dig and pull out an ostrich egg, hollowed, plugged with grass full of clean water. In the Kalahari, archaeologists have found engraved ostrich eggshell canteens like this going back 60,000 years. Ancient humans bottled water, marked it, and buried it along their routes. A secret network of caches across the desert. Someone you'll never meet left this here for exactly the moment you're living right now. You didn't find that water. It was given to you. 2 down, problem 3. Sounds simple. Breakfast? Except out here, food doesn't sit anywhere. It runs, it hides, and some of it hunts you back. You start the way they actually started, not with a spear, with your hands. Tubers from soft earth, grubs from a log, a termite mound after rain swarming with one of the most protein-packed foods on the planet. You toast them on a hot stone. They taste like roasted nuts, and you stop caring that they are insects. Hunting was the highlight reel. Gathering was the paycheck. Then at midday, the hunters take you on a chase, and you witness the strangest weapon in nature. A kudu explodes away at 40 kilometers an hour. The humans just jog after it. You try to keep up within 20 minutes, your lungs are on fire, and you're finished. They keep going, for hours. Under a sun so brutal every other animal must stop and pant. Because humans don't pant. Humans sweat. Over a long enough distance, a human can outrun a horse. The kudu sprints, overheats, rests, until it simply stands there, trembling, beaten by the slowest predator on the plain. But watch how they hunt it, where to wait, how to read the tracks, when to close in. None of that is instinct. Every bit of it was taught to you by people who died long before you were born. Walking back to camp, fed and watered, you start to think you could actually do this. That feeling is about to get you killed, because the biggest threat today isn't hunger. It isn't predators, it's the cut on the bottom of your foot, smaller than your fingernail. You got it hours ago. You barely noticed. Problem 4. And it's already inside you. No antibiotics, no stitches. A small wound turns red, then it swells. Then infection crawls up your leg, and in 2 weeks, it kills you quietly. Out here, this is how most stories end. Except archaeologists found a man who proves otherwise. In a cave in Iraq, they uncovered a Neanderthal known as Shanidar I. His skull had been crushed on one side, leaving him half blind. His right arm was withered and useless. He couldn't hunt. He could barely walk. He lived for decades after those injuries, which means his group fed him, treated his wounds, carried him from camp to camp for years. A man who could give almost nothing back. 50,000 years ago, an elder crushes dark leaves, presses them to your foot, and binds it tight. You didn't even have to ask. And the knowledge of which leaf to pick, that took 10,000 years of trial and death to learn, and it was handed to you in a single afternoon. The sun is going down, problem 5, comes with it, cold. 12 hours of blackness, and the night pulls heat from your body faster than you'd believe. But the fire is burning, the hides are ready, the shelter already built. Not by you. For you. 5 problems one day. So, what's left? Problem 6 isn't waiting outside the cave, it's inside your head. Every snapped twig sounds like claws, every shadow moves. Your modern mind starts to spiral. And out here, panic makes people do stupid, fatal things. And this is where they reveal their real weapon. The group gathers around the fire, someone takes first watch, and then laughter. Stories, an elder recounting a hunt from 30 years ago. When anthropologists lived with the Juhoansi Bushmen, they found that daytime talk was practical, plans, complaints. But at night around the fire, almost all of it turned into stories and songs. And those stories weren't entertainment. That circle is where children learned which plants heal, where the eggshells are buried, what a leopard's cough sounds like. Every story was survival, knowledge wearing a costume. Knowledge being poured from the old into the young, so it would still be alive tomorrow. You sit in that circle, foot bound, belly full, listening. And for the first time all day, you're not afraid. You sleep. Now that secret from the beginning. How you really survived today. The fire at dawn, you didn't make it. The water, someone buried it for you. The hunt taught to you. The leaf on your wound, 10,000 years of knowledge handed over for free. You didn't survive because you were strong. You survived because you were never alone. Every problem was already solved by someone you'll never meet who left the answer behind for you. An ancient human alone dies in days. What made them unkillable wasn't muscle or tools. It was 100,000 years of people refusing to let their knowledge die with them. It's 4 a.m. Your eyes snap open in the dark. Something moved outside, but this time your hand is already reaching for the woodpile. Because now you carry the fire, and one day you'll bury an egg by the trail and teach a child which leaf to pick. For someone you'll never meet. That's not survival. That's how a species becomes immortal.